It feels like ages since I made a video, but I think it's only been a couple of weeks. I've been really busy trying to get as many of these pincushion crafted jars completed as possible, and here's some of them. There's a couple that I'm still working on which aren't in this group, and there's some other things I'm working on, and a couple of new jars that I've just got which I haven't even started yet. So there will be more coming out, but this is the majority of them. So what I now need to do is get them photographed, get the descriptions written up, and I also need to add them to the update on my newsletter, which I will send out once they go live, so you can see what all the new products are. I've got a couple of sets of coasters to include as well, and I am working on some trinket boxes as well. One or two of them will probably be in the update because I've got one that's almost ready to go, a couple of others that might be ready to go. So I'm going to try and get all those out ASAP around the time this video goes out. Yeah, so it's taking a bit longer to get jars and things done now because the weather's cool. It's taking longer for things like glue and varnish to dry. So it feels like a slightly slower process at the moment, but we're getting there. And I've had all these little new small amounts of different colourways. So all those napkins that I brought back from that my mum gave me. So I've been using those just to add some different designs in, and we'll see how those go. It's always difficult to tell what is going to be popular. I mean, I only make one of everything anyway, but certain designs where I can use them multiple times, it's hard to tell what's going to be popular. I've started using the shirt to make the pincushion tops, so there's some different colorways there, and they look really nice actually. I was also gifted a big box of crafting materials, so thank you to you for donating that. It's been really helpful, and I've been using some of those to trim off the jars, just edge them, just give them a little bit of something. So this set are slightly different to the last set. They've got different designs and there are different things on them, like all these little pearlized beads and things. So I hope that they go down well. We'll soon find out. So yeah, I've just been keeping busy in that respect. Once these jars are done, there will probably be a few coming through for the rest of the year that people do tend to save me, like their coffee jars and things, but there won't be many. I might have like 3 or 4 that I can think of at the moment. And I don't use that many jars and things at the moment. So I'm thinking of other ways that I can keep productive once I've run out of jars. And I've got a couple of ideas that I'm going to work on once this is all done and everything's up and in the store. And that's about it really. My energy levels are slowly dropping as autumn has kicked in, and autumn is very much here now. So I'm staying busy, but my brain isn't quite as alert as it was even a month ago. I get very affected by the weather. I've got my vitamin D and everything else, but it's that transition between all that lovely sunny weather and then it just being overcast all the time. Even if it was cold, if the sun is there, that makes a huge difference. It's not too cold, but that lack of sunlight is a big hit on my creativity. So there will be a bit of a slowdown, which is why it's really important that I get all these jars out as soon as, because I'm probably not going to be quite as creative going forward for the rest of the winter. We'll see how we get on. You never know. I had a very creative winter at the beginning of the year, so that may kick off again. Who knows? So yeah, that's it really. It's not much of an update. It's really short. I haven't really been doing anything else. I had a big stash of secondhand clothes that I was given whilst I was away, and I spent a couple of days getting all that sorted and getting that listed. I have sold a good chunk of that now, but if you go to my Vinted store, there's still quite a few things there, and a lot of things that are from past times as well. So I just leave everything up until it goes. So there should be a link in the show notes to my vintage store. So if you use vintage, or even if you don't use vintage, if you go in there and you see things that you like, I don't mind selling stuff directly, and I do that with a few people who don't use vintage but can see from looking at the app or the website. You can get it on a website as well. They can see what's there, and you know, so there's that. I can't think of anything else. I need to have a tidy up. Once I've finished all these jars, I need to have a tidy up. This place is an absolute disaster zone. I've got so much in here and there's so little space to work in. This is one of the reasons I don't make so many of the clothes anymore, is because I just don't have the space to do the work. And the jars at least are smaller and easier to store, although I am now officially running out of room to store stuff, so I'm hoping a lot of this will now sell. I've started converting some of the other candle jars as well into little pin cushions as well. So I had this set of 3 little votive jars that I had covered in this lovely little flowery fabric, and from my dad's shirts which he gave me, I've managed to, the colours all work because there's pink and blues in that. So these are just little pin cushions. They're little mini ones, so they're really, really cute. So I've got one like that. I've got one in this other pink colour, and this one is in like a baby blue. It probably looks white on the screen, but it's actually a baby blue. And they're just little standalone pin cushions. They're really cute, so they'll be up as well. I think I shall set that up as one listing with a variation if I can work out how to do it. It should be all right. I've done it before in the past. Yeah, so I have a whole range of stuff going on there. So if you have registered for my newsletters, you will get the update as soon as all those go live on my website. Otherwise, just keep watching the website, and hopefully I'll have all this up and done. I'm going to say within the next week after this video goes out, but it will probably be quicker than that, because you think it's going to take ages to do stuff, and then before you know it, it's all done. I've just got it's the photography, and then editing the photos, and then getting the listings up is the thing that takes the time. So that's that. Anyway, so that's my very brief update. Not an awful lot of other stuff going on. Kind of been hunkered down really. Weather's not been that great. I did do a car camping trip last week. I went back up to Morecambe Bay. I just wanted to see the beach for one last time before the weather really turns, and that was really nice. It was supposed to be a 2-nighter, ended up being a 1-nighter for various reasons, and if you follow my other channels, you'll find out why that was. Yeah, and that's about it really. Just, working, earning the money, paying the bills, all that stuff. It's not terribly exciting, I know, but that's it. So I'm going to stop now because I'm just waffling. I don't really have anything else to add at the moment. And yeah, so keep an eye on the site if you're interested. I know there are people waiting for stuff to come out. After this main lot go out, there will be other little bits and pieces that will be listed as new. So do stay registered if you're still looking for items to buy, because it'll come out via a little newsletter update just to let you know that new things have arrived. But there should be a good stack coming, so I hope you find something that you want. If you see something that you like, or you see something, or there's something particular, maybe a colourway that you want that maybe I have, do drop me a line, because I'm always happy to help if I can. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Anyway, so I'm going to stop. I wanted to get that little update out to prelude the things going up onto my website, but I didn't have a lot of else to report. It feels quite quiet at the moment. Bit of slow productivity. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.